So riddle me this, movie fans. What is the real reason driving space alien invasions of planet Earth, at least according to one Hollywood big budget flop? Is it our valuable resources, or the fact that humans make for such challenging prey? Or is it due to climate change? Yeah, it's climate change, of course. The latest movie in the Predator franchise was recently released on DVD, and I had the misfortune of renting it. Granted, I knew well enough to stay away from this stinker during its theatrical release last year, based on word of mouth and scathing reviews by numerous critics. And it was tough to shun this flick, really, because I'm a fan of this franchise, or at least the franchise's first movie, which dates all the way back to 1987. You know, the one that featured an uber macho cast, including Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers and Jesse the Body Ventura. Then again, I guess such a cast today would now be considered as being way too much in the toxic masculinity department. Oh, and another thing the 87 version of Predator had was that which is known as a plot, an integral element to any story of any genre. Indeed, not only does the story in the new movie make no sense whatsoever, something that's supposed to be a thriller has been reduced to a very unfunny comedy. And then there is the political correctness factor, such as the heaping helping of girl power by way of a scientist who inexplicably somehow morphs into a super soldier halfway through the flick. No, nothing makes sense. And finally, there is the big reveal scene. You know, when we as the audience get to learn why these irregular space aliens are coming to Earth on an increasingly frequent basis. Well, spoiler alert, here's the explanation. Please have an air sickness bag within reach.
How long before climate change renders this planet unlivable? 2 generations? 1?
That's why their visits are increasing. They're trying to snap up all of our best DNA before we're gone.
So a generation is about 25 years, right? Are you buying into the idea that the best before date for planet Earth is 2069? And geez, again with the climate change? Just like another film released last year, the truly disastrous Hurricane Heist, just like the influx of lethal space aliens in the Hurricane Heist, a similar preachy scene lectures the audience that the reason we are supposedly enduring more frequent and more severe hurricanes these days is because, you guessed it, that climatic condition formerly known as global warming. The good news is very few of us are buying into the junk that the social engineers in Hollywood are trying to ram down our throats. The Hurricane Heist only scored 44% approval on Rotten Tomatoes, while The Predator only received a 32% approval rating, and folks, believe me, that 32% is beyond generous. Bottom line, why can't the weirdos running Hollywood go back to the old days, you know, making films in the sci-fi and action-adventure realms that drop the virtue signaling in favor of plot-driven nail-biters? You know, films that don't take their narrative cues from the likes of Al Gore and David Suzuki. In other words, if I want to watch progressive propaganda such as An Inconvenient Truth, then I'll rent that crap to begin with. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, you can listen to all our shows as a podcast. Please go to therebel.media/listen.